The big deal, shall we? Oh, and you know what? The timing could not be more perfect to talk about the big deal because, I don't know, I think this morning it might have been 29 degrees. Over the weekend, yes, it was cold and wet and rainy. And so wherever you are, you likely are experiencing, the cold weather season. It's here. The holidays brings, yes, not only celebration, but the cold weather arrives with the holidays as well. So what we have for you is a fantastic coat from Nuage. And what we've also got is a phenomenal big deal price. So this is the Nuage stretch puffer coat with the removable hood, and we've got it with a big deal price, $129.96, 5 easy monthly payments, free shipping and handling for your new coat to be on its way. And if maybe there was a coat on the list for someone this holiday season, and you're seeing this now and saying, that's a good price, that's a great look, put a little note. Put a little note under the tree or in a stocking and say something special is on its way to you. Even if it doesn't get there by Christmas, they'll be happy when it does arrive. Let me show you colors and then we're gonna talk with our guest. First color is navy blue. That's what I've slipped into. You can see the navy, the black faux fur, and that hood is removable. And so with the silver tone zipper, good look. And notice the quilting, how, oops. I'm getting word that you can't hear me. How's that? Better? Okay. So there's the navy with that silver tone zipper and the black faux fur, and you can see the way the quilting is super flattering. Here's the coat in black. So if you'd like an all black look, that's terrific. Here's the color moss. And then here is sand. Oh, pretty, right? You're gonna see Sandy, our guest, wearing sand. And the beauty here is that this is a machine washable coat. So if you're thinking a lighter color, no worries. Our final choice is tortoise shell, which is sort of a brown with a bit of a cinnamon undertone to it. So that's called tortoise shell. We have a full range of sizes for you, extra, extra small to 3X. You're simply letting us know which color is your preference. And I'm gonna put, I think we've got an extra one here. I'm gonna pull this back, give us a little room to showcase all the things you're gonna wanna see about the new coat you have coming. It's on its way to you. So let me bring in Sandy Savelli. Sandy is our brand ambassador, and normally we see her from Canada, but she's here in the studio today. Good morning,
Hello,
Sandy.
It's such a pleasure to be back in person with you after over 2.5 years.
Yes, it's been a long time, but it's a pleasure to see you, and welcome back.
Thank you.
So let's talk about Nuage to begin with, and then I'd love for you to take us on a tour, and you can let me know if there's another color you want to show, but we'll take a tour.
So you know, you and I go back to the beginning of Nuage here at QVC, so about 5 years, and Nuage is based in Montreal, the fashion capital of Canada, and they are dedicated to presenting the finest outerwear because that's all they've done for close to 80 years. So they don't go and do anything else like other clothing. It's all about outerwear, so they certainly know. So the thing is about this coat is, and you and I debuted a stretch like 5 years ago. It's so incredibly comfortable. Look at even that shot. You can see the elbow. Everything of this fabric stretches. If you drive a lot, if you travel a lot, if you have a lifestyle with a lot of movement, you won't believe the comfort that you'll experience. And I like using that word experience because when you put this on, you don't even know you have it on. It's so lightweight. So many of the complaints of people with winter coats is that they become overheated and they just don't like to be encumbered. So this is why Nuage went the extra mile to create a coat that is all about comfort. But it's all about style too, because you can see with the slimming details of this quilting, that corset-like quilting around the waist, it really accents the figure with the princess seam lines. You also have these pockets that are deep and beautifully fleece lined. Oh my goodness, they're so cozy, with a zipper. And for extra movement, We've also given you that zipper at the side, and that's not just a vent, that's a gusset in there.
A gusset, yeah. So, and you know, speaking of like getting in and out of a car and such, where you want a little more ease of movement, but you've also got all of that stretch. But what's inside, Sandy, also is so important to keep us not just protected and dry from the elements, but really sort of insulated so we stay warm without it being weighty or heavy.
Certainly. So we're all about protecting you from the elements, that's for sure. So we have this layer technology. The fabric, Leah, is 90% poly and 10% spandex. That's where the stretch comes from. The wind-resistant fabric has a waterproof membrane that's fused to the underside of that top layer. So you're going to be protected from that slushy, wet snow that comes down, and you know that type. The beautiful interior, the fill, is called our Arctic Warmth by Technofill, and it stretches too, which is highly unusual. So there's that waterproof membrane that is underneath the top layer. So we can't say the whole thing is waterproof because the seams are not sealed. If the seams were sealed, it'd be waterproof, but the fabric is waterproof. So when you get rained on, that sleet, slush, it is going to be protecting you. I wore this coat the other day back home in Toronto. It was just coming down that wet snow, and of course the hood is so convenient.
The season is here, and you will be. It's just going to get colder and wetter as the days go on, and it's nice to have just a great coat that you can put on that feels comfortable, that's soft, that's flattering, that has all the things designed into it that you will want when the cold weather is here. We'll go inside as well, because one of the things that's terrific is this is a zip that zips in both directions, so up and down, from the bottom up to the top down, and the other way as well. Sandy mentioned all that quilting, but on the inside...
The inside is the same fabrication as the outside. So this is the lining and the outside fabric are the same, and there inside lives that beautiful Arctic warmth. I really love this placket here that serves a purpose, because wind can come through a zipper. So this is for extra warmth as well. It protects the zipper from not catching on the other side of the fabric, and we've all been there, right?
Nice,
We've all had that happen, right?
Oh, for sure.
Smooth as silk. This tortoise shell is the only one that has the gold hardware, because we thought it accented the warmth of the color. Your hood always zips off from the left-hand side. Very, very easy to do. Look at the beautiful quilting too, because that adds to the slimming quality. The one other thing about stretch is that you can layer under this, Leah. You can put this over a blazer or over a heavier sweater or a heavier outfit. And you know, it is kind of, I call it the Goldilocks coat, because you know, Goldilocks, she went around and tried all the beds
till she got to just right.
This is it. So I've been with Nuage for about 8 years, and I know a lot of coats. Personally, this is my favorite coat ever, and I said this right out of the gate when we debuted this.
Yeah, I mean, well, looking at it on Brenda, there are a couple things, because it's true. And you know, it's interesting how when you say that, when we find the Goldilocks coat, and you realize it's not something necessarily that you even think about going into it, but you realize once you've worn it for a while what makes it the perfect coat.
Yes.
And there are a few things. One, the length is right. This is, as you said, this is that length I describe it often as fingertip length. The fact that you've got the zip on the side that gives you that additional gusset when you want it or need it. If you're sitting or standing or walking and you want a little more ease of movement, just unzip that gusset and give yourself a little more room. Super, super flattering with, we love a puffer coat. But you don't want to look puffy in one.
This is it. You feel so slim and kind of trim in this. I know I do anyway. And the exciting part, Leah, is that we have petite sizes for the petite ladies. And this is really important. I'm a dressmaker, so I know about proportion. And what we've offered you now is a truly petite coat, whereby we've raised the waist 1 inch, we've shortened the sleeves 1 inch, and the length is 2 inches shorter. So the petite ladies out there will be nodding their heads and thanking us, because they're going, oh, okay, finally somebody who's addressed the shortness of a body when a woman is a shorter height, right? It's all about proportion.
Absolutely.
So I know that the petites have been extremely, successful.
It's a terrific coat, and we've got a big deal price, and the big deal price expires at the end of the day. So this is another one one where maybe you had someone on your list who was hoping to get a new coat this winter. Put a little note saying your special something is coming, and it will be on its way. Free shipping and handling. The easy pay works out to $25.99, and we have the full range of sizes in both the regular and petite. So here's what we have. If you want this color, this is called tortoise shell. It is really sort of a brown, kind of rust tone, and that has a gold tone zipper. Here's the moss green. Here is what Sandy's been wearing for you. That color is called sand. And then navy has been extremely popular. And then we have the coat for you in black as well. The puffer coat from Nuage with that removable faux fur hood is our big deal. This was a special presentation we wanted to do in our fashion deal show this morning because the price does go away at the end of the day. So a 555-761. Sandy, wonderful
Thank
to
you,
see
Leah. Great to see you.
you.
I'll be around here all day.
Oh, well, we'll look forward to it. I know a lot of
Terrific.
people are happy. They'll be warm and dry, thanks
For
to
sure.
you.
Thank you.
Thanks to you and Nuage. All right. If you were